Hey guys, THUNDERSTUD here, giving you a Fluffal Frightfur revisit. We got some new support. Sorry for the long break. I was physically unable to make videos. Usually when I take any kind of break, it's forced and not like an scheduled idea or something. Usually just forced to. But we're back now. We got new Fluffals. We got a little bit of new support. We got this spell card. We have our Frightfur Sheep. Sheep's pretty interesting, a little situational. This card is essentially just a Monster Reborn. You're probably better off going one copy of Monster Reborn. But I think we can search this. Maybe? Maybe not. Because I don't think Chain searches that Frightfur card. Yeah, so it'd have to be that, Frightfur Fusion. So I don't think we can search it. Maybe just play Monster Reborn or it with Monster Reborn, but it's a Monster Reborn that negates effects and only once per turn. Still an interesting addition, but it's more about the boss. He's a level 5. He's only 2k, but if this card battles your opponent's, or if it battles, your opponent cannot activate cards until the end, and if it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can res him right back, and then he gains 800 attack. He's immediately back. So very little tricky sheep. Very hard to get rid of. Cool little monster. It requires chain though, so they gave us this new skill, Patchwork Creation, where in a nutshell it seems a little wonky. You get rid of it would pretty much have to be Sabers. Get rid of Sabers and a Poly to add some Fright for a card that lets you search any edge imp and a poly. So it's pretty much a way to switch out your edge imps. That lets us run fewer chain. I like the chain effects because it gives you the search of your Frightfur Fusion once he's used. We also added a few other extra Fluffal monsters. He gives you a +1 when you're getting Toy Vendor combos off. Fluffal Cat will return a poly from the graveyard to your hand. Everything else is the absolute core of Fluffals, so I'm not sure I'm too crazy about this archetype. I thought for sure this would easily be an archetype I love, because I love YOLO fusions, but I don't know, something just feels off about these bosses for me. I'm not too crazy about it, but it is a fun little archetype. I always love fusions, so I hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are facing a Declemmer going first on a tiny win streak. We got a chain in hand, so that's already gonna pop off. 2 bears and a Kiteroid, so we'll use 1 bear to be a Toy Vendor, likely throw away the Kiteroid. That'll let us draw. We draw an owl, that'll let us special summon the owl, and that'll give us a search of a poly. Now we use the poly. That's going to be our boy Sheep. We're going to set the bear just in case. Chain gives us a search of a Frightfur Fusion. And we set the bear just to be safe, because I would assume this guy was triple Ds, but he's actually a genuine Dark World. We get Dark World dealings to mill wings, which is actually really good, as long as we keep our Toy Vendor. Now he is pure Dark World. He searches gates. Actually busts up our Sheep. Now he's got a Cerulli on our side of the field. That's usually really bad. He throws gold. Gold is going to pop the sheep and the Toy Vendor, but when you pop the sheep, you are not safe from the sheep. Toy Vendor also gets his effect of owl. But here's Sheep. He jumps all the way to 3100. Mostly, or partly because of the field spell, mostly because of his effect. He gains 800 when he's special summoned right back. We got a Daredevil with our Frightfur Fusion that we searched. Sheep stops that back row. He swings for lethal, or Cerulli swings for lethal, the one we were given. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Yami Yugi. We're going second. Looks like way too many cards, 30 cards. We have a Kiteroid, Wings, Egypt Sabers, Bear. We top deck Toy Vendor, that sucks. We're gonna throw away Wings, throw away a poly, sadly. We go with Bear, grab that poly, tribute the bear, grab the poly. That's gonna give us the +1 from Wings. And we get 2 cards, 3 cards, so that was really good. With the toy vendor effect also taking part. So we go with Tiger, we top decked into this, still plenty to fuse with. Boom boom, 2 gone. Now we can use the Rebirth. That's gonna be Dog, that ups our Tiger, and we hit for lethal. So that's about as smooth as we get. We used our whole draw engine, we used our Rebirth engine, great stuff. Alright, here we are facing a Sora. I think I remember this duel. I think this guy scoops to a single Kiteroid. So not the greatest hand ever. We're not even going to use our toy vendor. We're just going to scoop into the Kiteroid now. He goes with Fluffal Dog, so he's a Fluffal of his own, and he has a very sick hand, as you'll see. Even with a 24 card deck, I think. He throws away the bear to bring out the toy vendor. So you're still getting Fluffals from this replay. Uses the toy vendor, throws away wings, gains another bear, special summons Owl, gains a Poly, now uses wings for a +1, gets a +2 from toy vendor, or is a +2, and then searches an Imp Saber, Edge Imp, with the toy vendor effect. Then he goes for the Poly. He's got a Frightfur Wolf, threw away another wings. Boom, we show him the Kiteroid. He's not feeling it. He scoops immediately, but still got to show you some Fluffal combos. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a My Valentine. Good to be back after such a long break, guys. It's kind of a forced break. Not really using it as a break, trying to get back up as soon as possible. Here we're starting with a toy vendor. We already have a bear. We need an imp of some sort. We're going to throw away the bear to throw away our Frightfur Fusion. That is not good. Then we go with Owl to get a Poly, but we have nothing to Poly, so our dog's gonna have to obviously search an imp. Sets a back row, we get a chain. That's just the imp we want. Now dog can search whatever he wants. We search a cat. Cat's gonna give us a Poly when we use a fusion. Or we would use a fusion except for Ultimate Providence. So he throws away a fusion of his own to block our fusion. But we can use Toy Vendor to throw away our last Poly. That's not good. We can use Owl's Effect though. You can only use one of Owl's Effect. So if you use the search of his Poly, you can't use this effect, but he does have an inherent fusion of his own for 500 life points. So we're able to fuse our sheep and our Fluffal Dog. Now I could have fused a higher monster and finished the duel, but I just want to show off sheep. Not the best play. You could have literally just finished the duel from there, but we get a little extra poke with sheep. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Yuya. We're going second. He's full Yuya over there too. You don't really see that all too often. We got a dog. We got our brand new Suture Rebirth. He's going pure Performance Palace too, so this guy is full on. We use dog to search bear. Bear obviously brings out Toy Vendor. And we're going to discard Kiteroid. Discard a second Kiteroid. Now we'll use our Poly. We have Chain and a dog that gives us a sheep. And then Chain gives us Frightfur Fusion when it's used. That's why Chain is so great. Frightfur Fusion from the grave. That's going to be Daredevil. And now we can use our Sutures to summon dog. And then boom, we have a nice easy amount of lethal over one monster. Pretty close with just the two fusions too, even without the rebirth. We used our entire hand there. Pretty crazy. Generally what this is after. So I don't know. So, something's still just missing from this. I think it's the skill. I didn't like the skill at all. I didn't use the skill. Edge Assist or Imp Assist or Edge Imp Assist, whatever that skill is called, is probably better. I don't remember its second effect, I think. I'd have to go look. But I didn't really use... I mean, you can search the chain through other... Or I don't think you can search the chain with dog. But I don't know. I really didn't find myself using the skill. I think it's because it's turn 3 and onward. You don't run it too much. Sheep is cool though. Sheep is a cool addition. It's a cool thing to add to the toolbox. And chain is off the chain. So if you're not using Patchwork, add more chain, and it's just a great card. So hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.